Well, we're just about ready to finish up a very energy efficient heating and cooling system. Now, one thing that makes that energy efficient is having a ductwork system that goes through the house that doesn't allow air to leak out. So we brought a group of folks in to seal up any leaks that might be there right now. Aaron Dobbiton's helping us out on this whole thing, so I got to believe this is something most people could benefit from, new or existing housing.
New or existing housing is definitely benefiting from having their ducts sealed.
So in a nutshell, tell us, what it is you guys are doing and what do you want to accomplish?
Well, what we're doing is we're sealing up all the little holes of our ductwork, which add up to one big energy loss. The first thing we want to do is use our flow hood and figure out how much leakage we have at each source of the supplies and the returns. Then we're going to go through and we're going to seal up with foam pads and tape every single supply and return register in the home.
So once that's all sealed up, how do you start sealing everything in then?
Well, then what we're going to do is we're going to use our fan box and our sealing mechanism to duct into the system of the supply and return side.
So with everything sealed up, the only place air can escape are the little holes and stuff.
That's exactly right. Once we build the pressure that the fan creates, which is the same pressure that your actual furnace or air handler creates, then we're adding through the heat box all the dry solvent to go through and build up on top of each other and seal our duct system from the inside. It's kind of like Spider-Man running through your duct system and zapping all the holes so we get an airtight system.
And that solvent, does that stay kind of flexible over time like caulk, or is that a pretty hard surface?
It's just like caulk. It's a dry adhesive that will last forever.
Once that solvent spread throughout the system and that sets up, you're done and...
We're done and good to go. This is typically a day process to do the supply and the return of a typical home.
Now you guys have already done the return side, which is reflected in the screen. Why don't you describe what you're looking at there?
Well, what we have here is we got a 743 CFM, which is cubic feet per minute of leakage on the return side.
Okay.
And that's what we found at the top of the chart here. And then over a 2-hour period, we sealed it and got it down to a 35 CFM, which is cubic feet per minute of leakage, down to a 7 square inch hole. Basically corresponds to a 95% reduction in duct leakage.
It's definitely making things a lot tighter.
That's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
It actually improved the airflow of the return side and the efficiency of the return side by 45%.
All right. So bottom line, when your air handler is putting air into the duct system, it's going where you want it to go, not leaking out on the way, to wherever you're...
That's exactly right. Air always wants to take the path of least resistance, so all the leaks that are in it are going to escape through those leaks before it actually gets into our living space.
No, I'm glad we're doing this. It was actually our heating contractor that, again, counseled us on, I think we definitely ought to do this in this house, so I'm glad we brought you guys on.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks
It's a
so much
much more
for the help.
efficient system.
Yeah.